Hey guys, this is Golden Eva Decavids here, and this is part 2 for What If Naruto Had a Forgotten Sharingan. Also guys, Merry Christmas. Well, it's Christmas for me, and I was thinking, wait, Golden Eva Decavids, are you having background? And yes I am, and I actually am going to be doing from now on. The reason I didn't have backgrounds before is because bad phone, but I got a brand new one what I'm using to record now. So yeah, so let's go into the story. Let's go to the recap. I mean, so in the last part, now this is do with quick recap. Naruto unlocked this Sharingan. Well, he destroyed the village with his Susanoo, black and red Susanoo, I gotta say, with chainsaws. Destroyed 2/3 of the village, and now he went to the hospital. He chose to go with the Uchihas, so let's move on to the story. Also, one better recap. Check part 1. And also, guys, I'm doing this now. It's because you guys boomed the like button, the comments saying part 2 to this. I don't know why. To be honest, sure it's one of my best videos so far. To be honest, but you guys just destroyed it. Man, you guys are just monsters destroying my like button, but oh well. Let's get to part 2 for What If Naruto Had Forgotten Sharingan. Let's get into it. So, Naruto's just signed at the hospital, and Naruto is getting glared by the villagers because he killed villagers. No, not villagers, he destroyed 2/3 of the village, and a couple people, not a lot, but a couple. And just the head of the clan, the Uchiha clan, are looking around and he senses everyone's hatred towards Naruto. So he tells the Uchiha police force to move aside Naruto to make sure nothing happens. And then a crazy villager with a meat cleaver charges towards Naruto trying to cut him, but he gets a katana through the chest. Then he stumbles back a bit, and he goes to the ground, slowly dying. Naruto starts to cry and holds his eyes. The head of the clan picks Naruto up and comforts him, starts to hug him. But then the Uchiha police says, "Whoever dare attack Naruto Uchiha shall be executed on the spot. Are we clear?" The men said. All the villagers just look away from Naruto and start trying to pick up all the rubble and debris from, well, the Naruto destroying the village. So the Naruto falls asleep crying on the head's shoulder. So then Naruto in his mind sees something like a tail, something with fangs, eyes, but then he wakes up slowly in a bed. He looks around, the room's dark, but he sees a light on the other side of the door. And then the Sage 6 past brother comes in and he looks at Naruto. He says, Naruto, seems you're finally awake. He says, huh? Sir? My head. He says, it's fine, Naruto. He says, what happened? What did I do to the village? He says, it's fine, Naruto. You are so much stronger. And Naruto says, I don't want to be strong. I want to know what happened to the village. He says, fine. You activated the Sharingan. He says, your eye. He says, yes, Naruto. You activated my Susanoo. Very surprising, actually. Not a lot of people could do that, you know. But you... Never mind, though. Naruto. He says, yeah? Soon, very soon, I'll train you in your eye, but you must learn to control the 3 Tamari Sharingan once more. Well, first at least. because you have you have a stronger power dwelling within you. Don't let it go to waste. Naruto says, really, like, yeah, okay, sir. Then he also says, Naruto, don't worry about what you did in the past. You can't change the past, but you can change the present and the future. Naruto says, what do you mean by... Then he just teleports away. After saying, Naruto, you also saw him coming, I should go. Then he said, Naruto, what? Then he just teleports away. Or just disappears. And then a woman with bright black hair and black eyes opens the door and she says, you're finally awake, Naruto. And then Naruto says, sorry ma'am, who are you? Then she says, well, I am now your mother. Well, your mother. Naruto looks really shocked, and I don't have a mother. I'm your new mother. I was good friends with yours before it happened, but it's okay. Now, must be hungry. Come on. She picks up and she grabs Naruto's hand. And, she goes to the door and she waits for Naruto to get out of bed. And Naruto walks towards her, and she says, "Hold up, Sasuke, Itachi, dinner's ready." Sasuke runs out of his room, runs towards his mum, and he says, "Come in, mum." Sasuke opens the door, saying, "Come in, mother." Naruto is brought towards the table, and she pulls the seat next out to the clan leader, or you'll get the clan leader, and he says, Naruto, you're finally awake, huh? Naruto says, yeah. He says, it's okay. Just eat your food. It will help you get your strength back. Naruto says, okay, sir. Naruto starts to eat down on his food, and he sees it's amazing, it's delicious. Naruto just scoffs it all down, and he says, second, please. Naruto's new mother just giggles a little bit, saying, you got one big stomach, don't you? The head of the clan starts to laugh a little bit as well. Naruto, you can have much as you want, but let's just introduce you to your new brothers. He says, brothers? So he points towards Sasuke and Itachi. These are your brothers. New brothers, you could say. This one here is Sasuke. Your older brother is Itachi. He says, He says, Sasuke, you can say hello to Naruto? He says, okay, father. Hey, Naruto. Really cheerful, because the Uchiha massacre has not happened yet. Itachi says, hello, little brother. He says, hello, Itachi. Call me big bro. He gives him a faint smile. And he says, just call me your father. He says, okay, he says, father, Naruto. You have to call me sir. He says, okay. Naruto's finally, and he says, well, you better dig in. Well, then he looks over to Naruto and says, well, you've already digged in a lot. Naruto is already halfway through his second bowl. They also start to laugh a little bit. He says, well, in the morning, you'll be working on your sharingan, you'll be training. Then he says, training? He says, yes, Naruto, training. You'll be learning to do ninjutsu and see if you can activate your sharingan. Itachi says, what stage of the sharingan is he on? Or he hasn't awakened it. Naruto's new father says really proudly, he's on the third Tomoe sharingan, Itachi. Itachi just opens his eyes one a little bit, saying, he's already on that sharingan? Is that Tomoe? He did it on his own. It's quite impressive, Naruto. It took me months before I can even the second Tamari. And then Naruto says, thank you. But he also has a deeper power, but you guys will learn that soon enough. And then they all eat dinner, and after dinner, Naruto is escorted back to his room by his new mother. He says, here, Naruto. She, she, she helps Naruto get back in his bed and she tucks him in. She kisses him in the forehead. Sweet dreams. And she walks out. And then Naruto goes into a black mindscape when he sees the Stage 6 Plus brother once more. He's a massive cage behind him, with massive red eyes and fangs. Naruto says, sir? He opens his eyes. Naruto. What are you doing here? He says, I don't know. He says, oh well, I guess should teach you to do this now. Well, I guess I should introduce you to the Kyuubi, or you'd call him the Nine Tails. He says, Nine Tails? He says, yes. But then Naruto says, but the fourth Hokage killed him. Then he says, you can never really kill a tailed beast, you moron. The Nine Tails, the beast behind the cage, says, Nine Tails, have some respect for your holder. He's a stubborn one, but you'll get to know him quite soon. And he says, he reads Naruto's mind a little bit. You'll be learning how to train soon, am I correct? Then he brings his hand towards Naruto, giving him all of his techniques. Well, a few of his techniques, like a bit of ninjutsu, and the way to activate the sharingan. Then Naruto says, how much chakra does this take? Not a lot. Well, not a lot for you at least. Naruto says, huh? You're my reincarnation, and you're a reincarnation of two sages. You have so much chakra. You're at least half Hashirama's chakra. And he's one to be reckoned with. I would had far beyond his chakra, but you're still young. You're only 7. You need to learn how to control at least a bit of it. Including you've super bad chakra control already thanks to the Nine Tails, but you have mine, so you got at least average for your age. So, also Naruto, he says, yes, sir? Get some sleep. He puts his hand in Naruto's eyes and he closes them. Naruto wakes up the next morning and he hears noises outside. He slowly gets up and looks outside the window. And I'd say it's like 12 in the afternoon. Well, 12 o'clock. Naruto looks out and he sees it's Satoshi and Sasuke. Then Naruto says, what? Naruto just breathes a little heavier. Then Naruto just walks outside. Well, goes to the door and he opens it. Then he hears, goes to the kitchen that he went last night and he sees his new mother and new father. Well, father and mother. The father's just reading some newspaper over some coffee, and the mother's just cooking some bacon and toast. And he says, morning, mother. She looks and smiles towards Naruto. Naruto. Hello, sleepyhead. You finally woken up? She says with a smile. He says, Naruto. Naruto's father says, Naruto, you may have to start waking up a little earlier to catch up with your brothers, but never late than never. Never late than never. Naruto says, okay. And he says, we put clothes next to your bed. Go and get changed. Naruto says, okay, father. Naruto goes to his room and so he goes to his room and then he goes and gets changed. It's like Sasuke's clothes when he's facing Gaara, and when he had when he's facing Gaara when he had his Chidori, like his black t-shirt and his white shorts. That's what Naruto has. He's got the exact same thing, and it also has the Uchiha symbol in it. Technically, it's Naruto Uchiha now, not Uzumaki. Well, Naruto Uzumaki, Uchiha Uzumaki, one of the two. But I bet Naruto will probably stick with Uzumaki, but by his birthright now, it's kind of Uchiha. So let's go on the story. Naruto gets changed and he walks over back to the kitchen. He says, "Now it's a lot better on you. Go and join your brothers outside." But Naruto's about to walk out and says, "Naruto, wait." Then Naruto turns around. A little welcome gift. Then she also says, "Oh, so you need real breakfast for the training." She gets toast and she brings a little box out to Naruto. Then Naruto starts to eat his food. He starts to scoff it down again. Then she says, "Calm down, Naruto, you're going to get hiccups." He says, "Oh, that's okay. You have a lot of nice, godly cooking." He says, "Oh, aren't you a charmer?" She says back. Naruto, after finishes toast, she says, "Open it." The father puts his newspaper down and says, "We got you something." Naruto opens it and it's like a necklace. And it has the Uchiha crest at the bottom of it. And then it's like 5 of them. One for the family. Itochi, Naruto, Sasuke, his mother and father. And they can be detached and reattached. And it says, "Hope you enjoy it, little one." Naruto's father puts his hand on Naruto's head and just rubs it around. And then then he sees something. "Naruto, have you dyed your hair a little bit?" Naruto says, No. Your hair's starting to turn black." He sees little black spots in his hair. Then he just starts laughing a little bit. "I guess it must be your sharingan awakening. Your Uchiha genes are starting to awaken. That's why you must have black hair now." Naruto says, "Oh." He says, "Nothing to worry about. Go and join your brothers outside for training." Then Naruto, his necklace on, just runs out. He says, then starts getting pinned to the ground by Itochi, saying, then Sasuke looking over and says, "Naruto!" Sasuke runs over to Naruto and hugs him. Naruto hugs back, "Hey, brother." Then Itochi looks over and just smiles a little bit. "Naruto, you finally woke up from your nap." Well, sleep, you could say. Naruto says, "I'm sorry, Itochi. It's fine. You're here now, that's what matters. Now come on, you've missed a bit of training. We got to teach you some basics." Then Itochi activates Sharingan, the third Tamari. He says, "Can you do this, Naruto?" Naruto nods slightly, shakes his head. I see. Let's see if we can get you awakening that then." Then Itochi takes Naruto a bit of basics, but then after a bit of 10 minutes, he finally gets it, and his eyes turn to the third Tamari straight away. Not the second or third two, not the first, second, just straight to the third Tamari. He says, "You already had the third Tamari, what the father said. You're quite talented, Naruto. Maybe even talented than me and I your age." Then Itochi says, "Oh." No, Naruto says, "Thanks, big brother Itachi." It's okay, Naruto. Now, then Itachi shows him. So guys, so I'm actually kind of tired. And then Itachi calls out his father. "Father, come out here if you can." Then Naruto's father and mother come out and he says, "Yes, Itachi? Would you mind showing him Naruto the hand signs for the fire style bow jutsu?" He says, "Can't you do it?" Well, then he says, you taught me in Sasuke. It's only fair you taught Naruto." He goes, "I guess you're right." He walks out and he shows Naruto some hand sounds. "It's the fireball jutsu," he says. "You can all shout. It's very devastating." Then Naruto says, "Okay, father." But then in his mind, time froze a little bit. Slow down, The Sage's brother says, Naruto, do these jutsu instead. This fireball. Now, it goes into information, says, what's grand fireball jutsu? He says, you'll like it, he says. Then time restarts, and Naruto doing the handstands he's got told to do by Sage's six-past brother. He points up to the sky. He says, fire style! Grand fire king jutsu! Then a massive fireball is made, shooting towards the sky, and it's so big it starts smokes in the air. The fireball steams come out of the air because the water is evaporating, starts to rain a little bit. Then all the Uchiha clan just runs over and they see Naruto doing this jutsu. All the villagers saying, what is that? And then Sasuke just pisses himself. Well, anyone would, if that is Naruto. They saw Naruto's fireball. Itochi's just eyes wide open, mouth down. His father and mother is shocked. The whole clan just looking in amazement. Naruto stops it, saying, Did I do a good, father? He says, you did amazing, excellent, Naruto. His father just starts to clap, including Sasuke, Itochi. Even the whole clan just start to clap for Naruto, because that's the biggest fireball jutsu ever. Then he says, how do you know those jutsu? So Naruto says, I just knew it. He says, that wasn't the fireball, that's the grand fireball. He says, yes, I researched it. It's a devastating fireball, 10 times stronger and bigger than the fireball jutsu. But it's not the strongest of them. There's another one, but you said king at the end. You said grand fireball king jutsu. What was that? Naruto says, I don't know. He says, never mind though. And then Ombu just appear. He says, what do you wish? What do you need, Ombu? Why are you here? He says, I don't know. Maybe the massive fireball come from your compound? Who did that jutsu? He looks towards Naruto. Did you do it, demon? All the Uchiha police just come in saying, call me demon again. We'll cut you down. Then the leader says, calm down everyone, calm down. I did the jutsu. Now I was about to say it was him, but he says, you did the jutsu? I'm the head of a clan for a reason. He says, well, I guess, but just don't do it again. He says, I'm sorry to show my son. He says, don't do it again, you'll be in jail for another night for the head of a clan. The Uchiha police just pull out the swords, and then all the Uchiha activate, most of the Uchiha activate the sharingans, including Naruto's activate by seeing everyone else's. Tochi's, no, all the young ones did, but Naruto's did. He says, get out of here. The Uchiha police saying, get out of here, we'll put under arrest, pretending you're in our clan's district with more authority than you do. Now get out at once. Then they say, then they just jump away. Then Naruto says, Father, why did you do that for me? He says, what do you mean do that? I mean, take the blame. He says, with his hand Naruto's head. I'm your father, Naruto. It's a parent's duty to make sure their sons and daughters don't get in trouble. No, it's our sworn duty. Then Naruto starts to cry a little bit, and he brings Naruto in for a hug. The mother joins, Sasuke joins, and then Tochi joins. And Tochi says, Sasuke, your mom to go get you a fresh pair of pants. He says, Sasuke, embarrassed, just runs inside. And this is the end of part 2 for What If Naruto Had a Forgotten Sharingan. Peace. Also guys, hope you enjoyed the new video. Bye.